The Ojude Oba Festival, which has over the decades become the most potent platform that brings together sons and daughters of Ijebu land from the length and breadth of Nigeria and other parts of the world under one roof annually, has grown in leaps and bounds in not only the grandiloquence of its planning and execution, but in the value-adding essence to the rich cultural heritage of the Ijebus, which has now become globally acknowledged. The Ojude Oba Festival, which has Islamic origin, is today celebrated by all indigenes of Ijebu land, irrespective of religious or political affiliations. The Ojude Oba Festival also serves as a veritable platform to rally support for the development and advancement of Ijebu land, which is one of the earliest provinces that existed in Nigeria, dating back many centuries ago. The theme of the 2013 Ojude Oba Festival is actualizing the creation of Ijebu State in a bid to bring to the consciousness of Nigerians, especially the National Assembly, the earnest yearnings and aspirations of Ijebu people for the creation of Ijebu State. To perhaps ensure that the request for the creation of Ijebu State gets the support of the top hierarchy of the National Assembly before it percolates down the line to other members, organizers of the 2013 Ojude Oba Festival followed the lobbying which they started last year with the Senate President David Mark as the special guest of honor at the 2012 edition of the festival to a logical conclusion. This the date by making the Speaker of Nigeria's House of Representatives, the Right Honorable Aminu Waziri Tambuwal, the special guest of honor at the 2013 Ojude Oba Festival. Indeed, an ingenious masterstroke by the Awujale Oba Sikiru Adetono aimed at using what we have to get what we need for the ultimate benefit of Ijebus, so to speak. The 2013 Ojude Oba Festival lived up to its usual trappings of glamour, top-class fashion, candor, beauty, panache, and style in every respect. Sons and daughters of Ijebu land, representing the different age grades or regberegbes, with a lot of joy and happiness in their hearts to have been part of another Ojude Oba Festival, converge at the ultra-modern, expansive Oba Sikiru Adetono Pavilion in IJEBU Ode for the big celebration. The high point of the Ojude Oba Festival every year is the parade of all the age grades or the regberegbes, societies and groups in Ijebu land, with everyone turning out in their most gorgeous attires. And this turned the entire environment into a kaleidoscope of very eye-catching and captivating colors. April 7, 1960. April 2nd, 1960. Gbogbo ọmọ jẹ́ ń bọ́lẹ̀ ń pátápátá nílé lọ́kọ̀ gbogbo wa mú kí. Ọjọ́ tó bá wá gbàdé, ọjọ́ tó bá wá gbàdé, April 2nd, 1960. Ọjọ́ tó bá wá gbàdé, April
1960. Níjọ́ adáde Àwùjalẹ̀ o, ọjọ́ náà rẹ̀ o bí àná o. Níjọ́ adáde Àwùjalẹ̀ o, ọjọ́ náà rẹ̀ o bí àná o. Ọjọ́ tó bá wá gbàdé, ọjọ́ tó bá wá gbàdé April 2nd, 1960. Gbogbo ọmọ jẹ́ ń bọ́ alẹ́ ń pátápátá nílẹ̀ lọ́kàn gbogbo wa mú kí. Ọjọ́ tó bá wá gbàdé o, April 2nd, 1960. Ọjọ́ tó bá wá gbàdé, ọjọ́ tó bá wá gbàdé April 2nd, 1960. Níjọ́ adáde Àwùjalẹ̀ o, ọjọ́ náà rẹ̀ o bí àná o. Níjọ́ adáde Àwùjalẹ̀ o, ọjọ́ náà rẹ̀ o bí àná o. Ọjọ́ tó bá wá gbàdé, ọjọ́ tó bá wá gbàdé April 2nd, 1960. Gbogbo ọmọ jẹ́ ń bọ́ alẹ́ ń pátápátá nílẹ̀ lọ́kàn gbogbo wa mú kí. Ọjọ́ tó bá wá gbàdé o, April 2nd, 1960. Ọjọ́ tó bá wá gbàdé, ọjọ́ tó bá wá gbàdé April 2nd, 1960. Níjọ́ adáde Àwùjalẹ̀ o, ọjọ́ náà rẹ̀ o bí àná o. Níjọ́ adáde Àwùjalẹ̀ o, ọjọ́ náà rẹ̀ o bí àná o. Ọjọ́ tó bá wá gbàdé, ọjọ́ tó bá wá gbàdé April 2nd, 1960. Gbogbo ọmọ jẹ́ ń bọ́ alẹ́ ń pátápátá nílẹ̀ lọ́kàn gbogbo wa mú kí.
Other side attractions like traditional performance by drummers and incantation and other activities take center stage, with foreigners who have made the Ojude Oba Festival in IJEBU Ode, Ogun State, a regular yearly tourist attraction, as a great part of the celebration. The high point of the exciting parade is the traditional paying of homage to the Awujale of Ijebu land, Oba XPRT, amidst pomp and pageantry. The hallmark of the homage-paying session was when Globacom, the telecommunications giant, led by its top management staff, also joined in receiving blessings and prayers from Oba XPRT. The monarch also thanked Globacom in return for its unrelenting sponsorship of the Ojude Oba Festival for many years now. Globacom is the major sponsor of the Ojude Oba Festival. It will be recalled that Globacom, through its chairman, Otumba Dr. Mike Adenuga Jr., contributed massively to the completion of the multi-billion-naira ultra-modern pavilion where the Ojude Oba Festival takes place today. In fact, all the seats in the massive arena, which are painted in the green traditional colors of Globacom, were donated by Globacom. There can't certainly be a better way to give back to the society that gave Otumba Dr. Mike Adenuga Jr. GCON. who is a bona fide son of Ijebuland, the right grounding early in life to become one of the most influential personalities in the world today. It is pertinent to state that apart from the Ojude Oba Festival, which Globacom has sponsored for many years, Globacom sponsors other festivals like Lishabi Festival of the Egbas, the Ekimogun Festival of Ondo people, and the Ofala Festival of Onisha people. This Globacom does in its effort to help the different communities across the country connect with their roots and also celebrate the rich cultural heritage of the Nigerian people. In his remarks at the very exciting 2013 Ojude Oba Festival, the Awujale of Ijebuland, His Royal Majesty Oba XPRT, CFR, once again reminded everyone of the request of Ijebu people for a state of their own. The Awujale commented on some issues like corruption, kidnapping, armed robbery, and unemployment, which he asked the federal government to fix to put the condition of the country in a better state.
We are once again gathered in the magnificent edifice for yet another Ojude Oba Festival. Ojude Oba Festival, as you are all aware, is an important event in our community as a people, being the only festival of its type celebrated in southwest Nigeria by all and also and sundry without religious barrier and bequeathed to us by our forefathers centuries ago. Our Ojude Oba has been greatly transformed in dimension, quality, and popularity. This transformation we owe to our major sponsor, Otuba Mike Adenuga, and his company, Globacom. Our annual Ojude Oba Festival, since the past 8 years, continued to enjoy tremendous patronage each year from Otumba Mike Adenuga.
Governor Ibikunle Amosu heartily congratulated the Awujale of Ijebuland, Oba Sikiru Adetona, and all sons and daughters of Ijebuland for the success of hosting the festival year in, year out. Governor Amosu said that the Ojude Oba Festival has raised the profile of Ogun State to one of the most significant tourist destinations in Nigeria, Africa, and indeed the world today, providing, by extension, employment opportunities and the avenue to bond among people from different parts of the world. Governor Amosu also gave an assurance that his government will continue to support the Ijebus in their justified request for the creation of Ijebu State, because Ijebu people have all it takes in terms of both human and natural resources to take care of the state.
The festival affords Ijebuland a unique opportunity to display its legendary hospitality and enviable tradition to the national audience and the global community. Such is the renowned yearly fiesta that has over the years emerged as one of the frontline events in the cultural calendar of not just Ogun State, not just the southwest region of Nigeria, but indeed the nation. The fact that the event in recent years is chaired by national leaders is another indication of how the festival has become a symbol of national unity. Last year, we had the Senate President with us. This year, we have the opportunity and privilege of having the Speaker of the House of Representatives. More importantly, you will agree with me that Ijebuland occupies a very important place in the agenda from promoting tourism in Ogun State, and the reason for this is quite obvious. Ijebuland is home to very interesting historic sites as well as unique tradition and customs, of which Ojude Oba Festival is one. This is Ogun State, and because our Ijebu State is knowing, we must make sure that IJEBU ODE and its environment, all the local governments in the Ogun East Senatorial District are prepared and ready for that mega city, capital city status. So I, as a person, and we as a government, as an administration, it will be our pleasure to have even more than Ijebu State alone. If we can change Ogun State, split Ogun State into 3, it will bring development, it will be to our advantage. So, as the team of this Ojude Oba, I want to assure you that I concur and that Ijebu State must happen knowing.
The Speaker of Nigeria's House of Representatives, Honorable Aminu Waziri Tambuwal, who had earlier been honored as a special guest of honor at the 2013 Ojude Oba Festival, congratulated the Awujale and the entire people of Ijebu land at home and abroad for this year's festival. Mr. Speaker said he was one with the Ijebu people in their just quest for the creation of Ijebu State, and therefore ready to throw his weight behind the creation of Ijebu State once all the T's have been crossed and all the I's dotted. He praised the Ijebu people for the great concept behind Ojude Oba Festival, which helps to build a bridge of understanding and cooperation among different peoples of the world.
Ogun State has provided many leaders for this country. So many of your daughters and sons have played significant roles in the lives of this country, and we appreciate the contribution of Ogun State to the development and stability of Nigeria. On what has been re-echoed from beginning to the last speaker, the governor of Ogun State, the issue of Ijebu State, my Oga at the top, as it was, Senate President was here last year. I'm told that he gave you some assurances on our collective behalf. Let me place it on record that there is no member of National Assembly that is averse to state creation. We are there to represent our people and will surely support whatever our people desire and whatever our people want. The Constitution has provided for a procedure to be followed for a state to be created. I will therefore commend to the people of Ijebu land to follow that procedure once again, and by the time the process gets to the National Assembly, I assure you by the grace of God, you shall have our collective support. From what I have seen, from what I have heard of the history of Ijebu land, you can sustain a viable state. I believe in that. Therefore, you can take it to the bank that you have my support when the time comes for Ijebu State to be created. Ijebu State, Ijebu State, Ijebu State.
Bayelsa State Governor Honorable Barrister Serieke Dixon, whose great-grandmother is said to be a descendant of Ijebu land, was also honored at the 2013 Ojude Oba Festival. The governor, who was unavoidably unavailable at the great event, was represented by the Secretary to the Government of Bayelsa State and a rich retinue of Bayelsa State government officials. The very exciting and colorful 2013 Ojude Oba Festival ended with the presentation of trophies to winners of the competition among the different age grades and horse riders. The winners went home with cash prizes courtesy Globacom, the major sponsor of the Ojude Oba Festival. The major winners in the different age grades included Egbe Bobagunte 1959. The age grade of the Awujale, Egbe Mafowoku, came second, and the third position went to Egbe Arobayo 1968 to 71. In the female category, Egbe Jagumolu Original came first, while Egbe Bobakaya Double T came second, and another Bobakaya group, the Surakat group, came third. From the Balogun horse rider families, the Otun Balogun of Ijebu land, Chivagbola Alausa, claimed the first position, while Balogun Adesoye came second. While we heartily congratulate all Ijebus at home and abroad on the success of the 2013 edition of the Ojude Oba Festival, we look forward most eagerly to the 2014 edition of the Ojude Oba Festival, which we pray will meet all of us in very good health.
It's one of the avenues of bringing together all of the sons and daughters of Ijebu land. Once in a year, we come around, we do everything to bring about the glorification of our culture so that people can know what our culture stands for.
We are here to celebrate with the Awujale. We are paying our yearly homage to our Kabesi, Bialailua, Ogbagba Tebole.
Annually, the turnout has increased
We are talking about millions and millions of people glued up on 2 days after IJEBU Festival to celebrate this occasion.